It's the month of November as we remember the faithful departed, and it's also a good time to consider some funeral practices. Occasionally, people ask me, what about cremation? Is it okay for Catholics to be cremated? And I'd like to give a little background on this issue. In the West, cremation originally became popular as a way of mocking the Christian belief in the resurrection of the body. In time, people began to choose cremation for a number of other reasons, including economic reasons. This being the case, provided it's not meant to deride our belief in the resurrection of the body, while burial is preferred, cremation is permitted to Catholics. Ideally, cremation takes place after the funeral so that the body may be blessed and reverenced. However, it is permitted to have the cremation before the funeral, and then at the funeral mass, the cremains are treated in the same manner as the remains. This is all guided by one important principle. We treat the cremains with the same respect that we treat the remains. Just as we don't throw the remains of those we love on the top of a mountain or leave their bodies on the mantel in our living room, but rather bury them in the ground or entomb them in some sort of a vault, so too we do the same for the cremains. The cremains are to receive the same respect as the remains and either be buried or placed in a vault or columbarium. Just as we bury a body whole and don't cut it up and divide it among family members, so too the cremains are to be properly and reverently laid to rest as a whole. A few years ago, someone gave me an additional insight into all of this. He said, it's important to have a place to live, and it's important to have a place to grieve, and it's important that those be two separate places. Cemeteries provide a place for us to grieve while we seek to continue our lives and adjust to that new normal of life without the one we lost. Particularly in this month of November, let us lift up in prayer all the faithful departed. Our Book of the Dead is by the statue of St. Therese in church. Please feel free to write the names of deceased loved ones in that book during this month. We pray, eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and may perpetual light shine upon them. May their souls, the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. God bless you all.